Hi there and welcome back to another lesson of our PE home learning. Mr. McKilrick here with Mr. Massey. So I'm going to be going through your tennis today. But first of all, we need Mr. Massey to go through the warm-up, so I'm going to leave you with him.
So to start with, we're going to do a pulse raiser. So for 2 minutes, we're going to start with running. So everyone join in with me, just doing some running. Wherever is best, so in your room or in a garden or somewhere that's got lots of space. And then you can move on to hopping. So you can hop on one leg or the other leg if you feel better on one separate leg. Or if you just want to just do it on both, then you can do that as well. And then you can move on to side steps. So going one way. And then after that, you can switch it up, go the other way. Then once you've done that, do some jumping. Jump as high as you can. Take this off quickly. And then once you've done that, let's do some star jumps for 15 seconds. And then we're going to move on to some skipping. Once we've done that, we're going to move on to burpees. Let's do that like that. Up, jump, back down, up, jump. Just do that for another 10 seconds. Well done. And then we're going to move on to the final one, scissors. So you go one foot in front of the other, and do sideways, just like I'm doing, for 15 seconds. And that is your pulse raiser. So once we've done this, we're going to move on to dynamic stretches. So first we're going to be doing some lunges. Nice and easy. Doing this for 10 seconds. And then we're going to move on to some high knees. So bring those knees right up. Well done. Keep going. A couple more seconds. And stop there. We're going to move into heel flicks. So make sure your heels are coming all the way up to your bum. Put your hands there so you can try and touch them. Then once you've done that, we're just going to do some kicks. Just sort of stretching out those legs. Try and get them nice and high. Keep going, 5 more seconds. Well done. And now we're just going to do some twist rotations. For our final 10 seconds. Well done everyone at home. And stop there. That was our dynamic stretches. Okay guys, number 3, we're going to do fun games. And we're going to do a little game called freeze frame. So basically what you have to do is you've got to travel around your room or your garden or an area where there's lots of space. And whenever I say freeze, you stop where you are. You have 3 lives. Once all those lives are gone, then you're out, okay? So we're going to start off now. So we're just going to either jog around or do any other movements that you want. You can do some side steps, like this, or some hopping. Freeze! Ooh, okay, carry on. Keep going, keep running. We're doing whatever you're wanting to do. You can do some skipping. You can do some more side steps. Freeze! Oh, okay, well done. Carry on going. Freeze! Okay, well done. If you froze at the right time, you could Do some running backwards. Do some more side steps. High knees. Maybe some freeze. Okay, keep going. We've got a minute left. Some heel flicks. You can go back to running, go back to some movements that you've already done. But then you've got to be aware. You might have to stop at any moment. Freeze! Okay, well done. Keep going. Got 40 seconds left. Do some running backwards, some more side steps. Some jumping. Some hopping. Freeze! Well done. If you've still got your 3 lives or any lives, and you're still in the game. Keep going, guys. Freeze! Well done. If you're still in it, you've got 10 more seconds left. Just keep doing what you're doing, any sort of movement. Freeze! Okay. And that is the 2 minutes up. Okay guys, that's the warm-up done. Now I'm going to give you to Mr. McCurrick to teach the main lesson.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Massey for leading our warm-up. Back to me. So, today we are going to be looking at our overhead smash. So, our overhead smash, we are going to need, what are we going to need? That's right, we are going to need a tennis racket and a ball. As always, if you do not have a racket, you can, as long as you've got your parent or guardian's permission, use a frying pan, or you can just use your hand. Okay, we can use our hand. And any ball, you might not have a tennis ball, but for this I'm going to show you using a racket and a ball. There we go. So, our overhead smash. Can you tell me what, before we go on to our overhead smash, can you tell me what are the other things that we've looked at? There's been 3 things. Okay? Our first one, shout out. Absolutely right, yeah, our footwork. So we've looked at our footwork. So we've looked at going forwards, backwards, side to side, and diagonal. What's number 2? What do we look at in our second week? Absolutely, yes, correct, well done. That is our forehands. So we've looked at our forehands. And for those of you who haven't shouted anything out, come on, let me hear it. What's our 3rd week? Amazing, well done. Yes, we have looked at our backhand. So, 3 things. So now we're on to our overhead smash. Now, with our overhead smash, we need to remember our footwork. We need to remember where we are. And I need to teach you how we actually hit in the overhead smash. So, can you tell me, what do we do when we're hitting a forehand shot with our footwork? Can you shout it out? Amazing. Well done for you, those that have got it. We step forward. Okay? So, with our overhead smash, just like beforehand, we're going to step forward and strike through. But, as the name says, we're going to be doing it overhead. So we need a slightly bent arm. Make sure you're holding it in the right position. Just remember that handshake. So, just slightly above the head. And as we step through, we're going to be hitting downwards. So the trajectory, or the direction the ball is going to be going downwards. If we had a net, it would be going over, hitting the floor, and bouncing on, and hopefully we would win our point. Okay? So, what we need for this first one is we need a wall. Now you need a little bit of space, so if you've got an outside wall, amazing. If you are inside, just make sure you've got enough room, because what we need to do is we need to practice hitting some overhead smashes. Now I don't want to see you doing this really, really hard, because if you hit it hard, you're going to lose control. We don't want that, because if we were playing tennis, we want to win. We want those points. So, you need to remember those 3 things. So we're going to step through, we're going to overhead and come down. Now the last thing you need to make sure is that you throw this in the right place. Did that throw look good? No, it didn't, because I threw it behind me. So we need to make sure that when we chuck it up, it's just slightly ahead of us, above head height, and just as it's coming and dropping down, that's when we're going to hit it. So, a little bit like this. Okay? We want to hit it downwards. So, your aim, and the first thing that we're going to do, is I want you to try and hit the ball control of it, and have another go. Okay, if you pause there and give yourself 5 minutes, have a little practice at that, let me know how you get on, and come back in 5. Okay, amazing, well done everyone. Okay, what we want to do now is we probably want to give ourselves a little bit more room on this one. So if you've got a bit of space, we don't need a wall now, but obviously if you can hit against the wall, great, because that way you don't have to go running and collecting your ball. So what I'm going to do, for instance, I'm going to use these just here. And I'm going to make myself a little net. Now we've got a target to aim for. We need to aim for something. Now you might not have a net at home, so it might just be that maybe you get a couple of tops and you lay them across. It might be you get a few pairs of socks and lay them across. But as long as you've got something that you can aim for to get over and try and hit your overhead smash again. So, if I was here, I'd be setting up, be hitting up and hitting my smash over just like that. So I've got to walk the other side, so that ball is now going to bounce and come back to me. Okay? So that's your next progression. So, what I want you to do is I want you to give yourself, I'm going to give you 7 minutes on this one, because it can be quite tricky. Okay? So I want you to have 7 minutes, and then come back to me, and we'll move on to our next progression. Okay, and welcome back. Well done, everyone. I reckon you were doing some amazing stuff, and don't forget, whilst you're doing your tennis, you can always send us photos and videos of what you're doing so that we can see the amazing work. Right, our next progression. Now, you might have someone to do this with, which will be great. You might not. But what I want to see you guys doing now is trying to do an overhead smash and see if you can get someone to return it. Okay? So, what we're going to do, same again, we're going to have a little net. And if you've got a brother or a sibling or a sister, you've got a mum or a dad or a guardian who can help you out, great. What they're going to do is they're going to stand on the other side and they're going to try and return your overhead smash. Now, you can have a little bit of fun with this one, and you can give yourselves points. So, if you do an amazing overhead smash, and you hit it down, and it lands this side of the net, you can give yourself 5 points. Whoever's playing with you, if they manage to return it, they're going to give themselves 3 points. If you don't hit the smash over, then the person returning will get an extra point. So 1 whole point. Okay? So it might be that as I'm hitting, someone will get back to me. I hit this first one, hit downwards, great, they didn't return it, I get 5 points. So, now's your time to see how many points you can get. Okay? I want you to hit at least 10 smashes. You can do more if you want, but I want to hear how many points you get. So let me know when we return. I want you to shout them back to me. So give yourself at least 5 minutes, but you can give yourself 10 minutes. Have as much time with this one as you want. Okay? Then come back to me once you've had a go. So just pause this video and we'll see you in a few. Okay, and welcome back. So, we have done our overhead smash now. But what I want to know is, and you got to shout out back to me. Shout back. Let me know how many points did you get. How many points? 5? Okay, good. 15 over there. Amazing. Okay, well done everyone. That's awesome. Really, really good to hear you shouting those scores out at me and getting involved. Amazing job. So, that is our overhead smash. Now, I want you to just quickly shout me out a few of those techniques that we've learned. So, at home, can you tell me, what do we do with our footwork? Shout it out. Amazing, well done. Yes, we step through. So, we're going to step through as we hit. Where do we throw the ball? Come on, let me know. Let me hear it. Yeah, that's right. So just up, just ahead of us, so that we can hit the ball. How do we have our arm? Do we have our arm straight? Let me know. No, we don't. No, well done. We don't. We have it slightly bent, and we're going to be hitting That's right, we're going to be hitting downwards. Well done. So take those tips away, keep practicing for me. If you want to play that game for a little bit longer, amazing, do it, and let us know how many points you get. But unfortunately, that is all I've got time for. So if you need to go through this again, please do, but make sure that you're tuned in for the next PE home learning video. We'll see you soon.